What is going on, everybody? It is game one tonight of the 2017 World Series. If you are not a baseball fan, then that's too bad. It is America's pastime. No, I don't care what the ratings say. Baseball, and people who, again, and I'll say this too about people who don't like baseball and say it's boring, it's because they don't know the sport. Maybe they didn't grow up playing it. Maybe they did grow up playing it and they thought it was boring, and to watch it is just as boring to them. But I love watching baseball. Baseball is one of my favorite sports to watch. Basketball is one of my favorite sports to watch. Football has become one of my least favorite sports because of, it's like an awakening, right? I knew that these players were killing each other, basically. But until you made me keenly aware of the fact that they were literally killing each other, slow deaths. I mean, it's really affected the way I feel about American football. So I love baseball. I love the strategy of baseball. I love baseball takes, you see these guys that play baseball. One of the hardest things to do in all of sports is to hit a major league fastball. And you've got, hundreds of guys in on these teams that can do it. And it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And again, you think that's boring? You go to your local batting cage and try and hit usually the fastest ones are like 70, 75 miles an hour. Go out there and try and hit 3 out of 10 of those fastballs.
That is fast. All right, here we go. You can hear the ball's friction with the air. It's like the ball screaming after it's been like spanked. It's like. Ah!
Now that is a physical challenge. Go do it and report back to me in the comments. So what these athletes do is spectacular, and the defensive side of it too is equally as amazing. So basketball, to me, also is one of those. It's just the skill involved from professional basketball players is it's unbelievable. And you're not just talking about the skill to put the ball in the hoop or the skill to dribble the basketball. It's eye-popping, some of the ball handling skills that some of these players have. And you combine all of that with the fact that, that these guys can just jump out of the gym. I mean, I've heard guys be like, oh, he's 6'6". If I was 6'6", I'd be able to dunk too. Yeah, but if you were 6'6", could your head go above the rim? Now, maybe I'm gonna irk some people, and maybe not, but the sport that I do not understand at all how anyone, well, there's two of them actually. Hockey, you need to be extremely skilled to play hockey. You got to be able to skate, you've got to be able to handle the puck, you got to be able to shoot. Hockey's one of those sports where I get it, I get the allure, and again, if you've played, it means that much more to you as well. I cannot follow the puck when I'm watching a game. I'm just gonna, when they score, I'll be like, yeah, that's cool. And, it's just really hard to follow that little puck. But again, highly skilled, there's a lot of scoring. There's a lot of shots on goal, which are scoring attempts. So I can see why that's fun to watch. So there you go. There's hockey. But the sport I do not get how anyone can be entertained watching is football. And I'm not talking about American football, I'm talking about soccer.
Boo! Don't nobody care about soccer?
I don't get it. And the biggest reason for me and not getting why soccer's popular or why anyone would enjoy watching soccer is the fact that you could go like 20 minutes in a soccer game. 20 literal minutes, not 20 minutes of play, which I think is about the same because I don't think they stop the clock in soccer. There's my ignorance of soccer. But anyway, 20 minutes they can go without taking a single shot on the goal, which means there's not even an attempt to score in 20 minutes of gameplay. Could you imagine? And okay, right, so baseball, you could go a whole game without anyone scoring. You could go 9 innings without anyone scoring, but runners will be in scoring position unless you're watching a no-hitter, which is also exciting. people are getting hits, and there's chances to score, and every time someone comes up to bat, there's a chance to score because of a home run. I enjoy watching golf more than I enjoy watching soccer. 20 minutes. I've watched 20 minutes of soccer, and all they did was kick the ball back and forth and run around. It is excruciating to watch the sport of soccer. And I hope I haven't offended anybody, but that is how I feel about that. Excruciating.
3 hours later.
So I apologize if you are a fan of the world sports, right? Soccer is the most popular sport worldwide, which is why I usually don't like to voice my opinion too loudly in public spaces about how I feel about soccer. But maybe, and you know what, maybe it's this whole thing with America, you know, and our need to have everything right now, is that we're not patient enough to wait around for an hour and a half of kicking the ball around the field for someone to score one time or never. So anyway, Sacramento is working to get their own Major League Soccer team, and I would 100% support that. Would I ever go to a game? I would say probably, because they're going to build a new stadium, and I think it would be fun to go. Would it go against everything that I've ever said about how I feel about soccer? Absolutely yes. But you know, people go to San Francisco Giants games because AT&T Park is spectacular, and they don't know anything, or nor do they want to learn anything about baseball, but they go because of the venue and because of the atmosphere. So I would say support a Major League Soccer team here in our area. But yeah, there's my long-winded answer about how I feel about soccer. And all this brought upon because the World Series is going on right now. Now, as I split there in obviously it's more dark now than it was when I started this video because I went into rehearsal, and since I was in there, the Dodgers won Game 1. They're one step closer to their first World Series since 1988. I am a Giants fanatic, and I have loved the Giants since I was a little kid. My favorite player was William Nushler Clark, and it still is one of my favorite first basemen of all time. Now, I preface this with that because the Dodgers and the Giants have a rivalry that goes back decades. Maybe not 100 years, but almost 100 years. Longer than I've been alive, we'll put it that way. But I can respect, because I love the game of baseball, I can also respect the fact that even though I cannot stand, I won't use the H word, the Dodgers, I have lots of friends who are Dodgers fans, and I get it. I mean, my team went from the time I was born until just a few years ago. I went all that time without ever seeing the Giants win a World Series, and they finally did, and I know how it feels to have your team go on this long drought without winning. Heck, my favorite basketball team, the Sacramento Kings, have never won a title. So I know how it feels, and I can definitely, at least, I won't cheer for the team, but I will cheer for my friends who long for their favorite team to win a title, a World Series championship. I totally get it, and I will not deny them their feelings and their happiness if their team should win. Does that mean I'm gonna root for them? Hell no. I'm gonna root for the Astros, and my love of the Astros goes back. I was a big Craig Biggio fan. Jeff Bagwell, Nolan Ryan was one of my favorite pitchers growing up. So yeah, anyway, now I'm just talking sports, and a lot of you may not be interested in sports, but I am. It's another one of those things on that long list of things that I love and that I like to do, that I like to watch, that keep me occupied in this crazy life. Right? See, I mean, you only live once. You might as well enjoy everything. You might as well enjoy everything that life has to offer. And one of those favorite things that life has to offer me is the sport of baseball. The game of baseball. America's pastime. So what's your favorite baseball team? Please, if you don't mind, leave it in the comments. Tell me what you got into the game of baseball. I don't know how much response I'll get because this is a moto vlog, and I don't know how much motorcycles and baseball overlap, but if they do, I would love to hear from you guys. Guys, if you like this video, please signify by hitting that thumbs up down there. And if you're so inclined, please hit the subscribe button. It really means a lot to me. So let me know that you're out there supporting me and looking forward to new content. Guys, if you're riding, please be safe. And if you're not riding, get riding. It's that one guy. I won't be seeing you, but you will certainly be seeing me. And I'm out.